Hi, you're so welcome. Very beautiful practice. Today it's healing heart mantra and breath practice. So we're going to sniff in 8 times through the nose, and then we'll repeat the mantra twice on the exhale. And we'll do it to music. The mic was over there. The 8 sniffs in has a very balancing and energizing effect on the heart. And the mantra we'll be using is one of the most powerful mantras. Mantras have a fantastic effect on the mind because they're vibration and sound. They have the effect of really clearing the static and creating a great deep sense of presence and calm. And you don't have to believe me, right? So try it and see how you find it yourself. We'll be going for 11 minutes. Our elbows are going to be bent in and the hands out. And the eyes are just slightly open, looking down. If that drives you crazy, then you can close the eyes. There's no problem. Let me just tell you what they say about this one. So the 8 strokes relates to the heart, enriching the energy of the heart, opening ourselves up to deep healing. And the chant, the sun, the moon, the earth, infinity, birth, death, rebirth, and this constant cycle. And so the mantra and the breath together have a very healing effect in the body. And so the 8 sniffs are going to stimulate the frontal brain, awaken the brain, and then the 2 rounds of the mantra on the exhale, lengthen your exhale. And this activates the parasympathetic nervous system, so that rest and digest. So it's very calming. You'll feel very relaxed afterwards. Okay, so I love this practice. I love the way I feel after I do it. And I really hope, and I know that you will also find it has a very profound effect. I'm going to move the mic now so it's a little bit further away from the speaker. And I'll be practicing along with you. So 8 sniffs in, and then the chanting the mantra on the exhale. Here we go. Sakanama Rama Dasa Sase Suham. Sakanama Rama Dasa Sase Suham. 8 sniffs. Sakanama Rama Dasa Sase Suham. 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 Deep breath in. Pause, hold your breath. Lift up to the pelvic floor. Hold. Be very still. Exhale. Keep your hands where they are. Take a deep inhale. Pause, hold the breath. Lift up to the pelvic floor. And now left hand to your heart, right hand on top of it. Hold your breath. Lift the pelvic floor. Be very still. Feel the effect of the mantra vibrating through your body. When you're ready, exhale, keep your hands where they are and just drop in. Anchor your attention at your heart center. Become aware of being aware. And release your hands down. Just sit for a moment. Notice the effect. Really feel it. Memorize it into your physiology. When we remind ourselves of how these things affect us, it helps us with our discipline in doing them and creating our habits, our healthy, good habits. So really notice how you feel. May you continue to tap in to this deeper knowing throughout the remainder of your day, remembering that in 11 minutes, we create a sufficient state shift to last 24 hours. Thank you so much for practicing, for taking care of yourself. So that the best version of ourselves is what we manifest. Have a great day.